Good morning, everybody. Just get lined up. Now, it looks like I'm not dressed, but I've got my yoga gear underneath. I'm going to do a live. I'm very excited. Welcome to Latte with Lynda. Very excited because I've got this. And I do lives on Facebook using my laptop. If I move away from the computer, then the sound is rubbish. So on Tuesday, I ordered this. It arrived yesterday. I can't believe it. I don't have Prime. I don't have any fancy speedy delivery, free delivery, and it arrived in the blink of an eye. So I'm very excited. I'm going to be doing planks and a heart opener posture. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are going to help you with your mood. Because I always say, we have to see the positive. We have a choice how we take what is coming to us, what is out there. We have a choice how we receive it. And if we drop into this is a complete and utter disaster, then we're going to lower our energy vibrations. So it's really important to see, right, okay, this has happened. What can we do about it? What do we get to do? And it's really interesting that this has happened, or that, that a lot of people are in this kind of state, because if you look at my reel from today, I'm doing a 30 days of posts on LinkedIn, and some of the posts I'm putting onto Instagram, or I'm trying to Instagramify them so that they kind of fit. So I did a slightly different reel. The reel is the content. The information is the same, but it just didn't feel right on Instagram. So I did it a bit more, far more casual. And that's what I want to get onto LinkedIn as well. Anyway, going off on a tangent there. The point is, I was talking about my client. Good morning, Nev, who literally is done some quantum leaping. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it comes from a space of gratitude. And it comes from, so what happened was, he had what could have been received as a complete and utter disaster, catastrophe, end of the world. However, he chose to take it in a completely different perspective. Right, okay, this is an opportunity for me. This is a gift. And as a result of that, he's made some huge decisions with clarity. He's literally... you hear people say, drop into your heart space, connect with your heart, connect with your intuition. That's exactly what he's done. And he's walked into a new situation and thought, this feels right. And he has said what he wanted and got it. And so he's stepping into his dream life, which is just phenomenal, because it's something that he dreamed about, but had no idea how it was going to happen. But remember, you don't worry about the how. So in terms of what's going on in the world at the moment, we have to dig deep into the heart and see how we can see it in a different way. Because when you can do that, then you can alchemize it. You can raise your energy vibrations, and it's like a ripple effect. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. Just like my 30 days of gratitude. But in terms of that ripple effect, it's other people. Imagine how many people, you impact somebody. They impact somebody. That person impacts, and it keeps going and going and going. So if each and every one of us can be in our heart space and come from a place of love, that is going to be transformational. And I've heard it said all week from different people. I say all week. All week. And lots of different people have been saying about the importance of love. Different speakers. And yesterday was really interesting on LinkedIn, on my feed. There were lots of women who came on with this same stance. I thought it was really beautiful. We have the power. We have the capacity to literally save the world, change the world. Just trying to get, I don't know why I'm off camera. Hold on, there we are. That's better. kind of. We'll have to go like this and then I'm on camera. Yeah, so we have that capacity. We have it within us. So this is what I'm talking about, how to, and it comes from that gratitude practice. If you are able to practice gratitude and see the gift in the good, the bad and the ugly, particularly the ugly and the stuff that really would turn our worlds upside down and we would see negatively, if we can see the gift in that, we are onto a winner. It literally changes everything. And I've been doing this thing every morning. Finally got it right. And it's about calling in miracles. It's about shifting your, changing your neural pathways to positive, to being receptive and being open to seeing everything from a positive point of view. So you wake up in the morning, you drink some water, you look in the mirror and you say with conviction, with passion, I love you, I love you, I love you. So you tell yourself you love yourself 3 times. You brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand, and that is so easy. It gets easier and easier. And then, in fact, I've got this all the wrong way around. First of all, you drink your water, then you clean your teeth with your non-dominant hand, then you look in the mirror and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. So you tell yourself you love yourself 3 times with passion, with conviction, meaning it and bring it from the heart. And then you say, universe, God, source, whatever your belief form is, I can't wait to see what miracles you have in store for me today. And when I remember and find the person that I've got this from, I will tag them. I'm very grateful. And, so I can't wait to, and I believe it with my full heart. And then you see what happens. And you notice those little things. So on Tuesday, I've been talking about a book called Letting Go by David R. Hawkins. And it was recommended to me by Kat, Saving Catherine. You'll find her on, I think you'll find her on Instagram. Definitely find her on Facebook, Catherine with a C. And she recommended this book. And so I've got it on Spotify. If you've got Spotify Premium, then you get 15 minutes of audiobooks a month. So I listened on Spotify and then I ran out of credits, bought some more credits, and then I thought, actually, this is the kind of book that I come back to. So here it is, Letting Go by David R. Hawkins. And it's very, very good. And it's about letting go. And it's like, well, how do I do that? So then up on my feed popped Regan Hillier, who's serial entrepreneur, excellent, probably the world's best on manifestation. And she was talking about letting go, surrender, and the heart portal and dropping into your heart. And again, it's like listening to the whispers of the universe. Are you listening? Because again, if you can bring it back to your heart and take it out of your head, then you're moving forwards. So what would love do? What would love do? You know what your head would do. That's that's going to be probably hot-headed, angry, frustrated. But what would your heart do? Your heart would send love. It is love. So that's what came up. So why I'm telling you this is I ordered it on Tuesday and it arrived on Wednesday. I was actually in Derby and I went to Derby, and this is my mirror from Mirror Work. Oh, I love that image. An image of an image of an image. And I took it to Derby Christmas last year, to Christmas 2023. And when I got home, I couldn't find it. And I've been back to Derby several times, looked high and low. And then mysteriously it reappeared. So I collected it. So my Mirror Work 1 year project is coming back. The 1 year anniversary is the 28th of November. I thought it was the 21st, but it's the 28th. So some great things coming there. So I got that. So I've got a real passion, a burning passion to work with wood. And in the garden, there's a lot of wood. And you may have heard the story of the shed and the not shed and the fence and the not fence. And these men come, gardeners they call themselves, and they say, what do you want all that wood for there? And it's really frustrating me, really triggering me, because I have this burning desire to work with that wood and to create. I have some cast iron ends and a centre for a bench. It used to be a bench. I have some pallet boards, and I want to take the wood from there, sand it down, and recreate that bench. Why can't I do that? I can. Everything is possible. But they don't believe it. They think, oh, just throw it away. I don't want to throw it away. I want to create with the wood. So what I'd like to do, my dream, is to create a shed where the wood, or as much of the wood as possible, can go in there, and I can start to create, and obviously buy some tools, some more tools. Anyway, so I went to Derby yesterday. That's one thing that I picked up. Let me just show that image again. And then this is the other thing. Now, I don't actually like these creatures, but I made this. It's a he. Normally there's she, but this is a he. I made him when I was at school. So I was probably about, goodness knows what age. 10, 11, 12, don't know. He's lost his whiskers, so I'll have to get some more back. But there is evidence. I work with wood. So, dear man, please, let me. In fact, I don't even need to say let me. I'm going to do it. So, the other thing. So, here's the microphone. I don't know what. I'm doing a show and tell today. Here's the fantastic microphone. So, I'm going to clip it into my yoga top. And then I'm going to go live on Facebook after this. And I'm going to do the planks and heart opener. Years ago, I got this nest of boxers. And I've always wondered what to do with them because they're very nice. And the microphone set. There's the charger and there's all the bits. Look at this. I've got to show you this thing. This little fluffy thing. Isn't it cute? To go on the microphone. So they can all go in there, which is fantastic. So it's all coming together. The universe is providing little things. I'm finding the joy in the most ridiculous and mundane. And that's what it's about. So what was the incident I wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah. So I went to Derby yesterday. It's not really an incident. But when Angela comes and watches back, she's at school, she's teaching. So, and I'm far too late for her today. So she's going to be really upset. But never mind. I got the train yesterday. And you get a ticket. You get a seat allocated. And I got there. And there's a bloke sitting in my seat. And there's one guy next to him. Anyway, the opposite them, there's 2 free seats. So I just check that I'm in the right carriage. And I sit anyway. And I assume that they are father and son. The older fella falls asleep and snores. And the other fella just looks at him and carries on reading and browsing. I thought, oh, well, it's his dad. Although the older fella had a marvellous head of hair. It was absolutely... it was as wrinkly as I don't know what. But his hair, I was fascinated. He had a huge, thick head of hair that was, it was barely grey. It was kind of grey, but, it wasn't white. The other fella had not a lot of hair, and he kind of combed it forwards, bless him. So that was the incident, really. They sat in my seat. I know, I'm creating incidents, but it really is for my viewer, Angela, who loves an incident. I sat, and then, that was the thing, I sat opposite, and then we got to Leicester, and Mr. Almost Balding, or forward comb, whatever you call it, he got up and left, and the other fellow was still there. I thought, oh, and then they didn't speak to each other. That was the thing, they didn't speak to each other throughout the entire journey, but then, one was sleeping, snoring, the other one was scrolling. Got up and left, said nothing. So they were not father and son. Although, and the thing was, I did wonder because one had a thick head of hair, and I thought, oh, I wonder why he doesn't have his dad's hair. It's because it's not his dad. I know, creating dramas and stories, aren't I? So Soul Tribe, I believe that is everything I wanted to talk about. The incident is done. Were there any other incidents? Oh yeah, we went to the bank. And, oh God, yeah, no, there is a major incident. I've been lying about my mother's age. I've knocked off a year. And when you get to this age, you do not knock off anything, you add. She's not 95, she's 96. So we went to the bank, and it's got this fantastic machine. I don't know if they have them in London, but in Derby, you go with all your coins and you just throw the coins in and it counts it. And then you take the receipt to the counter and you get your, it puts the money into your account. But the machine wasn't working. So we had to go to the counter and we met this guy. And I thought, you're not English, are you? It was his accent that gave him away. You're from Louisiana. I can't even say it. Louisiana. I was trying my best to sound like I was from Louisiana. Failed miserably. That is one part of my acting that does not go down so well. And he said he'd been there. He'd been in Derby for 16 years. Called Taggart. There's a name, isn't there? Taggart. I thought, in fact, interesting enough, even before I saw his name tag, I thought he was Scottish. There was something about him that I felt was Scottish, but he wasn't. But interesting enough, it's called Taggart. Anyway, he said, they're all stupid. They're all stupid. Look at the results last night. They're all stupid. That's what he said. He said the most awful things about Americans. For saying he's American, I thought, oh my goodness, that's awful. I felt very bad. So that was the other incident. And he told us that we had to go to a seminar to just do something with the passbooks. And then he came back and said we didn't. We just had to come back later, which we did. And so we went back later, and I was chatting to the woman in the clerk or whatever you call them. And she ended up getting some coaching from me. I know. Whether she's going to take on board what she needs to do. And I'm going to tell you as well, it's none of your business what other people think about you. You get to know, notice your reaction to other people. That other person you feel isn't feeling grateful for whatever you've done, or that other person is taking advantage of you. Are they really? Or are you allowing this? Remember, you have a choice how you receive the information. So when that happens, when you get that trigger, start to think, okay, what is it about me? What's triggering me? And think about your own behaviour. And there is the clue. So it's not the other person, it's always you. Oh, it's not about them, it's about you. And it's none of your business what they think about you. Right. I've whiffled and waffled, haven't I, today? Soul Tribe. Now, I've got a confession to make. I haven't had any more nut milk for some time, for about a week. In fact, I went back onto the ordinary milk because it was delicious. The nut milk is just a bit... But I've run out of ordinary milk. I only had the one carton. So I'm going back to the nut milk again today, Nev. Yeah. So, yes, it really is true. Don't worry about what other people think. None of your business. None of your business. Focus on you. And this is where we get now to think about how we are going to drop into our own heart spaces and just come from a place of love. You're going to vibrate and radiate and bring in other like-minded people. And it will be a ripple effect. The more we do it. Believe you me, everything I say becomes truth and comes true. So let's do it. Right, on that note, Soul Tribe, I've got a live to do on Facebook. Little demo. Nev, I'm going to be on my Facebook... I should have put it in the comments. My Inferno Hot Pilates page. Actually, you can probably click on my bio and find it scrolling down there somewhere if you want to join me in the next few minutes. As long as it takes me to set up the live. Because I've got work to do, you know. Right, Soul Tribe, I see you. I hear you, I feel you, I get you, I've got you, I love you. Have a wonderful day. Sending lots of love. Bye.